Hey guys, welcome back to Vampyr. So, where we left off was through this door. Keep out. So we're following our killer. We're almost to him now. We saved it. Rats and hideouts. Rats are often located near hideouts using sensitive V. Locate them more easily. Maybe it's an achievement for all the rats? Maybe? You think so? Come here, rat. Maybe there is an achievement. Didn't I just eat that? There can never be too many rats, you know? Did you all respawn? I thought I killed you guys. I'm pretty sure I killed those guys over there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I killed these guys. I don't know why they're still alive. Maybe they respawn? I hope we get XP from all that. 1 and 2. We should use our power-ups next time. Nothing here. The North Docks.
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it.
Lead
The
rod.
scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I'll not betray your trust.
We got a scythe. 200 weapons. Equip it and press S to use special ability. The scythe for this can be used to parry an instant combat attack. Okay, so what is it? Inventory? How do I change it?
As one, we shall overcome this.
G E. What I wanna use it, not. Bro, how do I use it? There it is. Change. Okay, so we definitely have to replace that for the size. So it's two-handed, so okay. But then you can't use the other one. Let's see what that looks like. You drain your own blood to heal. Okay, so the one is heal. Shadow Mist. Place a shadow to nice with heavy damage. Okay. Serums. We have no serums. We have an ultimate power. Cool. It's a scythe, guys. Can we see it?
Please stop.
Let's check it out. Let's see how this works.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
William, I am.
It's good for you though, right? Blood's good for you.
Will, please let go of me.
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
It's a William Bishop. So it says 2. So 2 or 3 and then we move out. Because we need time to regenerate our stamina. Yeah, 2, 3. 2, 3, back out. 1, 2. Ooh, he almost got us. Oh, I wasn't paying attention to that one. Oh, we are left. That's fairly easy, to be honest. Use bludgeon. It is a one-handed weapon. 65 damage though. Attack speed is 10, stamina is 20. Decrease stamina consumption. I kind of like machete though, to be honest. Let's use a shotgun. I really want to use a shotgun. Machete. Okay. Do we have unlimited ammo? We don't. Looks like we only have 18 total. Okay, we're gonna have to be careful for that.
William, please, stop. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
We knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir,
It looks like
listen to the
asleep.
sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
Hello. Hello. I want to meet you again. Bro, you gotta chase her, man. Come on.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows, I've come to offer help.
That's a nice
Just give me a
boat.
moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
That's a very nice boat.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed this drink.
This man requires medical attention. You'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
There, sir. Go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Bro, you don't need to understand what happened to you. It's a... That should be like an honor. Shit, I want to be a vampire.
This poor creature can't
Blood
be my
sample of
maker.
William Bishop. A fresh sample of William Bishop's blood in a small tube. Okay, some orders with a mechanical typewriter. Key to the shelter in Southwark. Ooh.
Could it be some
Southwark. We gotta go back there.
species of vampire? I must find a place to analyze the blood.
Lead, aluminum. Upgrading stuff. Are those even stuff in those jugs? They've all been empty ever since Are we supposed to go board the boat? Okay. I was like where we go? At dawn we row. New achievement. Yeah, man, why you... If I became a vampire, I'd be so happy. I could play video games all night long. And
Where are
inside
we
too,
headed?
from the sun.
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across
That would
the
be
canal.
like
They'll have a bed for
heaven,
poor
you
Mr.
know?
Hampton.
For like a lot of gamers,
William was-
that would be heaven.
What manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What? Who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that Skal, you must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again. From a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Is it me or did the boat just stop?
You are right.
We're not moving anymore.
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this... affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed, and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
Is this a decision?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Something tells me maybe he's an enemy. You know, he wants to do research on vampires because he's not one or something. I don't know. It's usually the, you know, you can't judge a book by its cover. He looks too nice and stuff. So I'm gonna keep my mind open, you know, to him being the enemy, you know.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy,
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
He's very touchy. We can't talk to them right now, can we? Take me to a hospital. Oh, working department. So I have no choice. The man knows my condition when I become a vampire. So I must lie to them all. Just that this is my new home. For all who are after me, where I'll hide from everyone until I get a better understanding of what's going on. Entered the Pembroke Hospital. Gotcha. Can I talk to her right now? No, I can't. Any stuff here? Can I just like teleport?
It's locked.
Nope, of course not. Of course not.
Come on, you bastard! You can do better than that! Nah! It's my turn!
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the sweat of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
I'm gonna bite you, buddy. I'm gonna bite you.
Oh, come on, you bastard! I won't bite!
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Oh, what'd you say to me, buddy? Your life defense in my hands, buddy. You better be nice. But since you did a first bad impression, ooh, I'm so tempted.
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
Alright, sorry. I am in pain here. Me guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Blood quality. The blood quality indicates how much XP you obtain from particular citizens. The higher the blood quality, the more XP you get. So he's healthy, so we get more. Mesmerized. To drink the blood of your prey, you first need to mesmerize them to lead them out of sight from others. Your mesmerized level must be equal to or higher than the citizen's resistance. Press Q to mesmerize Clay. What'd you say to him?
Bring this
Shadows. Follow the red
into
trail to
the
lead the prey into the
shadows.
shadows.
Dance with him the dance of life and death.
Embrace. Press left click to embrace Clay or spacebar to release him. Embracing Clay will provide massive XP, but be aware that there will be consequences. Learning more citizens collecting their hints will increase the experience gained. I do want the XP, guys. I really do. Yeah, let's go with the XP. Let's kill them all. We're gonna kill them all. I'm pressing F, bro. Am I supposed to hold on to it? Okay. Suck his blood. Suck it all, yeah. Hide the body. Just take a bite.
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fight me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
How? You're already dead, buddy. How are you gonna kill me? Spring. Spring.
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
It's like my inner self. Anymore? I wanna suck my blood. No more. So that's pretty big hospital, bro. There's something shiny up there. See that on the right side corner? Not sure what that is. Oh, can I suck the nurse's blood? Why are you guys in the open? Oh, there's no room inside the hospital, huh? Let me suck your blood, man. Glass vial. Okay. Ooh. I'm sorry. You're not gonna last very long. Nothing. Just like limited resources. I guess they don't want you like full powered up like at the start, you know. I just want to check every side. Every side. Are we just here? Yes, we were. I can't even jump like a teleport thingy. The little stay at home. Influenza, frequently complicated with pneumonia. To prevent any cases of Spanish flu, stay at home. I couldn't pronounce that. It's an influenza. Where are we going anyway? I feel like that's a way. We should head back. Yeah, there's nothing here. Let's head back now. Supposed to go. Can we suck this out? Can we do it? No, I don't want to talk to you. I want to suck your blood. I can't even press Q, right? Or was it F? Q.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Uh-huh.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
I'll find out myself.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Uh-huh.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Their best. The subtitle said his best. I guess that's all
Goodbye,
of it.
nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
She knows more than what she's telling us. I want to suck her blood. What about her?
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
Who does? No one does. We just work for them.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
That's good.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Second floor left, far left.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
Left something. And all the way down. That's all I remembered. You look like a good food. Can I eat you? I mean, bite. I just want one
sir.
bite.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Yes, yes, yes. We'll do that after we talk to him. Get some more information.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
Yeah, straightforward. I like this guy.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
Medical checkup. Oh. Mesmerize. Ooh. Oh, I didn't see this part.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently.
No, but let's trade it. Let's trade first, and
Yesterday
then we
I got
can
attacked by
mesmerize.
the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital. That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Okay. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. New investigation. Okay.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not?
But you're not...
You keep people...
Okay. Let's trade in first and see if
I'd
we
like
can
to see
mesmerize.
your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Is there a cell? Yep. Clay's hatchet. Only 2? That's all you can offer me? Milton shotgun. 315. Oh my gosh. That is a lot. A lot, I tell you. Can be used to assemble a common trigger for any ranged weapon. tiny common handle parts. Nah, let's just save them. Yeah, let's save them. I thought he was gonna sell us like weapons, not parts. Mesmerize him. Come here, man.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening.
R. Okay, we're not high level yet. Okay, I got you.
Goodbye, Milton.
The nurse. Let's do the nurse. Come here, nurse. Where'd you go? There's a nurse. Mesmerize. Mesmerize.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening.
Mesmerize. 5. Oh wow, she gives a lot of experience. We definitely have to come back for her.
Goodbye, Nurse.
What about that girl we talked to in the beginning? Like in the front of the gate. So he's level 2, okay. Are we supposed to go over here? What's over here? Any stuff for me? Nothing. I thought that was a body right there. It's a lot of blood, guys. What y'all doing in here? It's kind of creepy, actually. Patient to patient. So now it's let's enter the hospital. Is this the...
Good evening, Nurse.
Good evening.
And I'm...
Well, it's a euphemism.
This is a
but your
new
help will
nurse.
be appreciated, Doctor.
It's a new nurse. Pippa Hawkins.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
You must get a hold of yourself, Nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Now that is called what's the thing where it's the end of the world? I forgot. Armageddon. Yeah.
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
I'll change that. Let's be nice.
You're right. When dealing with such a terrible disease, one must remain humble. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try our best.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Oh. We do need to talk to him again.
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Oh, I know. I already talked to him. Goodbye.
Good.
It's like, get me out of here. Where'd he go? Glass vials. We should be able to upgrade our weapon. Because it takes a lot of resources now.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
Yep. This is
Goodbye,
double.
nurse.
Is there anything behind her? Nope.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan fellow.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doc.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong.
I can't move.
Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
Word, brother, word. We need 2 more. We need 2 more of hints.
Goodbye, Milton.
We'll come back to him later.
Dr. Swansea is right.
So many
This
people
place
here.
seems perfect to conduct my research.
I have wasted too much energy for so little result.
Yeah, because you're a vampire, you need freaking blood. And where else do you get unlimited supply of blood? Hospitals.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reed? Yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you in some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just say that I don't particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Okay.
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reed. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting the press.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reed. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness? Exactly what are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Word, man. He disapproves modern medicine methods. So we need 2 more. I have proved my value as a person.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reed, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
He's level 4, so we can't do that. I do want to be nice though.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing reality.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
Good.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
I don't think he likes me very much. Does not like me at all. Where'd he go? Is that him right there? Okay. This guy we haven't talked to yet.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reed. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reed.
Okay. What level? Level 4 too.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reed. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Oh, experiments.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
Yep, because you guys have knowledge.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe. I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reed. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Okay, ingredients. Ackroyd's aversion for modern methods.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
Oh. Oh. What else are you hiding?
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior. A man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye,
that's
Dr.
all.
Strickland.
That's all we need from you. Oh, who's this?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
Oh, we already talked to her.
And Mr. Hampton.
I gave him...
What?
Well, you...
If...
Second...
Thank you.
Maybe, we got new information. So I figured I'd talk to her again. Well, who's this lady?
So many deaths.
Good evening, madam. Can I help you?
It's my son who needs you, sir.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. How can I help your son?
I'm Beatrice Goswick, mother of Mortimer Goswick.
Mortimer.
Could you check on him, please, Dr. Reed? I've heard much of your talents as a physician.
What can you tell me about yourself, Mrs. Goswick?
Not much to say. Just take care of my Mortimer and I'll cover all the expenses. That's all that matters.
Are you really that rich? Most of the patients here are of a more humble origin, if I may say so.
Yes, thanks to my husband. May he rest in peace. I can cover any needed medical expenses.
Ooh.
May I ask if you have an occupation, Mrs. Goswick?
I'm a teacher by profession. I teach young women who are more ambitious about their futures than their families.
That's not gonna get you a lot of money, bro.
What do you think of your reception here? Any complaints?
I have had the uttermost reservations about this hospital since we arrived. But we had no other choice, considering the state of emergency.
Is there something in particular that's bothering you?
Some of the staff were not especially welcoming. I suspect they're not accustomed to dealing with patients of such social standing.
Tell me more about your arrival at the Pembroke Hospital. What gave you such a bad first impression?
The ambulance driver was quite rude, for a start. And that nurse, Miss Hawkins, seems to have quite a dubious attitude.
What do you mean?
She managed to secure a bed for my son despite the epidemic. It was a relief, but it wasn't cheap.
Oh.
She charged you for a bed?
Yes, and I paid without question, considering the urgency of the situation.
Hawkins.
I share your concern, Mrs. Goswick. Be sure that I'll talk to the people involved.
I don't expect compensation, Dr. Reed. But I'm aware such behavior would not be tolerated in other hospitals.
I got you, lady. I got you. Nope, no more.
Goodbye, Mrs. Goswick.
Now let's talk to your son. Is that your son?
This hospital seems to be falling
Good evening.
apart.
I'm Dr. Reed. Can I help at all?
No.
Really? Why are you here, then?
I don't want to talk. My throat hurts too much.
I suppose that this pain is the reason you're here. Is someone taking care of you?
Yes. And no.
Could you at least tell me your name, sir?
Mortimer.
Knew
Mortimer
it.
Goswick.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you
I wanna know
realize
more
a
information.
doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here? She seems convinced this is a bad hospital.
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back to help me.
Pembroke Hospital may look unorthodox, But rest assured, you're in good hands here.
It's not me you have to convince, Dr. Reed. It's my mother.
Is your mother bothering you? As your doctor, I can ask her to leave you alone if you would prefer.
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself to my bed if you asked her to leave.
Maybe she just loves you as her son.
How painful.
So painful.
I'll let you get some rest then.
But in the circumstances,
waste
I'm
your
willing
time
to
with
give you the
me.
benefit of the doubt.
Any
Good
more?
evening, Doc.
I want to know more. What did he mean?
Goodbye, Miss.
Good evening,
Other than, like, you know, her the mother loving his son, her son.
As for me,
Where's
What can I do
Hawkins?
for you?
Dorothy Crane. That's Dorothy.
Thank you, Nut.
Where's Hawkins? Nurse Hawkins. Oh, another patient.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already arguing about my condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Fiddick.
I'm just a regular guy waiting to get his arm fixed, so I can return to work and to my family.
I was more curious about what you were doing before being hospitalized.
I'm a carpenter, and a good one too. But that means I need both arms to feed my family, Dr. Reed.
Are you satisfied with your treatment here?
Well, it's clear that I've chosen a bad time to be injured. Forgive my bluntness, but you seem overwhelmed by cases of the flu.
I won't lie to you about it. I'm afraid we are.
Are you sure you don't want to operate yourself, Dr. Reed? I have the feeling you're very capable. And your colleagues seem to think so too.
In other circumstances, you would be right. But for now, I don't think I can take on the responsibility. My apologies.
Yeah, because the blood, it's gonna make you go crazy.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and Aykroyd. They both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
Yeah, I'm curious.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Oh.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick.
Yeah,
unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
I know.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
I'm just like...
Reads me like a book.
Like what they said, bleeders, like... I don't know what you guys are talking about. They have their own, like, saying, like, what is that? Like in England, or, you know, they have their own accent and, like, special kind of words or sayings. Unfinished letter, Pembroke Hospital, 2th November. My dear children, sorry I did not write to you before, but it hurts hell just to write these few words on bloody paper. Don't worry, Dad will go out of the hospital as soon as the doctors fix his arm. In the meantime, if you need something, go see Miss Chadwick at the construction site and tell him you're Harvey Phoenix's children. You remember Robert Chadwick, the big guy with a mustache who worked with me, who helped me repair the house doors last spring? Go see him and ask for a few bob. Like that. Well, like, what is bob? He won't refuse to spare you a few. I'm sorry, I can't work anymore for now, but we'll figure out something as soon as I'm out. Don't worry, everything will be fine as Daddy's arm's strong again. As soon as the doctor has fixed my arm. ...
Good evening, Doc.
I can do it. We're definitely gonna do it. But I don't want to kill him. He has kids, guys. Yeah, we are vampire. Vampires are evil, and we're mean. So we're gonna have to kill him. Gotta hide him somewhere where no one will see. Secret. Oh. Is this where all the dead are? I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
All I wanted was to go back to work. To take care of my children.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Ready to evolve. Rest to evolve. I'm sorry, man. I'm so sorry. I'll tell your children. We did all you could. I'm sorry. But I'm a vampire. I have to suck blood. Ooh, what's this? Nurses are needed now. In the name of mercy, they depend on you. Recruiting nurses, guys. Nurses. Anything else here, guys? Anything else? We gotta find that, what's her is it her?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, Hawkins. Where are you? Personal questions. What? The money, right? But I don't see no hints.
How is the
No.
How would you...
It's... Well...
You're right. Goodbye.
Well, I guess nothing for now, guys. We do need to rest, though. There's upstairs. This is such a big hospital. There's so many people to talk to, guys. Alright, guys, I'm gonna end it here. There's so many still patients to talk to and doctors. So I'm in the video here, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more episodes of this game, Vampyr. I still can't pronounce it, but I hope you enjoyed. Peace.